Okay, another day in Ice Survivor Paradise. What is up, everybody? My name is Sandy. I'm the host and creator of Ice Survivor. We are here in the, not the middle, towards the end of our second immunity challenge in season 28, Jordan. We are here judging the tribe flags. Again, this is a second challenge, so this is the product of all their teamwork and history, delving into the Jordan mythology and history and culture, and we're here to see their creations. With us today, we have a few of my hosting staff, as well as some awesome avid prediction writers who are obsessed with iSurvivor and watching it like a TV show, just as I am. With that being said, let me introduce my awesome hosting staff with us tonight. Miss Tanya. This is her first time being an alumni, but she's actually not even an alumni. She's actually a co-host this season. Tanya, say hello. You can say hello. He can cry. Oh, he's scared.
Hi.
She's doing mom time, guys. All right. Well, with that being said, we have JP. He just got a promotion today at work. Everybody say big ups to JP.
Hi.
And of course, everybody's favorite Southern cuppa, Sweet Tea, Jermaine.
Hello.
All right, and that's as far as we go with the production staff. We have a few more that are just not here right now. Also, from Russia and a prediction writer this season, Miss Constance.
Hello.
An alumni from Botswana and Tibet, Miss Sherry.
Hey, everybody.
We have the queen of Tibet, the sole survivor, Ginny.
Hi.
We also have the deadly dominatrix queen of the Female Alliance, Kim, also a fantastic co-host of a sister series, Pro Survivor. Everybody, welcome, Kim.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
And the real important people in the night, y'all, Miss Nicole, captain, coach, king of the Anjara tribe.
Yeah, muscles.
And head honcho of the mentalists from the Karak tribe, Mr. Ricky.
Hello.
We also have Mandy coming on up. She's from the Madaba tribe. She is the coach, and she will be presenting the socials flag. She's a little bit late, but we're immediately going to get into it, guys.
You might have gave the tribes the wrong link because it said Ice and Immunity Challenge Carlos on it.
Oh, awkward. I did give them the wrong link then, so give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is, judging, copy link address.
See, Nicole, where was the coaching? You could have been like, help the team out just now, so they could watch.
I don't know. I thought maybe like Carlos was like the star of the season or something. That I didn't know what's going on.
All right. See if that works, guys. I think I'm good. Posting it, spamming it everywhere. All right, so now my host can spam that on my socials. Thank you, babies. And with that being said, I'm gonna hand the mic over to Miss Nicole. All right, guys, do we have our Anjara tribe flags up? For the viewers at home, you can head to the Facebook group. It was a picture posted earlier, the Anjara tribe. They're all flexing like this. You can take a look at that with us so you know what we're talking about. Nicole, the floor is yours.
Okay, guys. So we're in Jara, and we have a little story to go with our tribe. You know, it's not just a little picture on a flag. It's more than that. Like, the season is more than just, you know, I don't know what I was saying. But anyway. Okay, so I'm going to read you guys a story. Okay. Deep in the desert of Wadi Rum, there are 7 physically gifted competitors who are on a mission. One by one, they ride into the dust on camels with one thing on their mind: victory. These camels have such strength that they can support more than they should be able to handle. They can walk miles without getting tired and go days without water and feel no fatigue. Like the camels, the 7 of them can weather the weight upon their shoulders, the rays of sun beating on their skin, and the lack of familiarity as they enter this desert known as the battlegrounds of iSurvivor Jordan. The 7 competitors, Carlos, Davis, Derby, Emily, Nicole, Paisha, and Racine, form an elite squad known as the Anjara tribe. This tribe is like no other. the members are specifically selected based on their physical prowess and are given distinctive powers from their leader. The power of strength, the power of determination, and the power of heroic mindset. Under the baking Jordan sun, the tribe marches on, sporting the color orange, to represent the desert sun, and that was much like each of them, too strong and too hot to handle. As they approach the desert, faint figures are seen in the distance, the Karak tribe and the Mandaba tribe. The 7 look to each other and slowly flex their muscles in preparation for battle. In the ancient Arabic folktales, the desert of Wadi Rum is known for the ghouls and surprises that lurk around each mountain and crevice. The folktale states that the ghouls of Wadi Rum once battled alongside their tribes, but fell victim to the I Survivor War. During the night, these ghouls came out to play and terrorized the tribes with the possibility of sweet revenge. As the moonlight consumed the horizon, it was clear the battle was about to go down. The tribe members know they have an uphill road, but they are prepared for the challenge. They are there to vanquish the Mandaba and Karak tribe and take over all of Wadi Rum from the ghouls. They travel through every crevice and cranny to defeat the other tribes and to slay the ghouls. They know that their strength is what will put them on top, but there is no doubt it will be tested along the journey. They have waited for weeks for this day, but they know it will not be easy. As the moon rose into the sky, the tribe members flexed their muscles and united as one. They were staring into their enemies' eyes, but they had no fear, for they are stronger and more powerful than their opponents. They are Anjara. They know that they have each other, and that is all they need to weather this war. The soldiers took their strength that was given to them by their leader and slayed Mandaba and Karak, physically destroying and dismantling their enemy. The ghouls did not come out tonight, but they can hear the whispers and cackles of them in the distance, waiting for revenge. Each day they get up and have little to no water, too much weight on their shoulders, and the pressure to impress their leader. But like camels, they trudge on, effortlessly and like nothing bothers them. So finally, we ask that you save a camel and ride an Anjara, because we are just as strong, if not stronger. That's it.
That
You're
was
lucky you're so cute.
that was a really, really good story. I actually liked it. We're gonna start with Mike. Right away. Can everybody mute while somebody else is talking? Okay, so on first look, I'm not a big fan of the hodgepodge of graphics. Like, the ghouls are kind of one cartoon, and then like that one's more of like an illustrative cartoon, an illustrative drawing of ghouls, whereas you have like a real looking camel, and then you have super duper cartoon people. I understand you guys had 10 minutes, 15 minutes each to put it on, so I completely love the finished product. Just my one qualm is it's like 3 different aesthetics all in one. So for me, it's just hard to know where my eyes to look. But you got the Valley of the Moon, you have the ghouls, you have costumes, you have the color, you have an animal representing your tribe. I feel like there's a lot of elements, really good elements, incorporated. And yeah, that's what I have to say so far. We'll throw it over to Miss Tanya.
Hey, okay, I'm just having a look at it. I feel like the idea was good, but the execution, as Sandy said, it was not entirely there. I mean, you can really tell things were cut out and pasted in together. But I like, the font you guys used looks fantastic. This kind of faux Arabic thing. I'm not sure why I didn't use it on the top thing, but whatever. The setup, having the coach in the middle, that's probably how it should be. And I like that they incorporated the moon and the ghouls from the logo of I Survivor Jordan. You guys were obviously thinking about this season and what it's about and kind of the theme of it. And also the desert and the Jordan, the camels, and also the clothing. We have 3 things there that all say Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. So, I mean, well done on that part. And good luck, you guys.
And Nicole, if anybody has a critique, once they're done critiquing, feel free to jump in and defend, okay? Ms. Kim.
Sorry, had to unmute. Again, just to reiterate what Tanya said, love the font. It really brings the feel of it. Do wish you had used that same font or something similar for Save a Camel, Ride an Anjari. Can you tell me, why does Carlos, all the other guys are naked on top, why does Carlos have a scarf?
Carlos decided, well, it's like Arabic culture, because we used a site that was specifically from the culture. Like, it was not in English when we designed these avatars, but they had like scarves and stuff, and it's all kind of related to the culture. Like when it's really hot in the desert, you want something to protect your skin, and I guess that's what Carlos has, the scarf.
Okay, but Racine and Davis didn't have that same.
Yeah, we all designed our own avatar, so
Okay.
we kind of
And-
made it to ourselves.
Okay, and then the other question I was going to ask is, with all of the graphics, similar to what Sandy was saying, they're all kind of comic or cartoon type graphics. Why did you choose to use real camels for the pictures?
We thought it kind of brought a different, like just made it more realistic, because we did worry about the whole cartoonish aspect, and we didn't want it to look cartoonish, and we wanted to be taken seriously, so I think that's why we put those in. But I understand what you guys are saying, that it's kind of a lot of different, you know, features that don't always mesh together. So.
Okay, and the only other thing I was going to say is I like the way you filled the space. It's not busy, but you did utilize the whole space, which I really liked.
Thank you, Karen.
That's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kim. We're gonna touch base with the Queen winner from Tibet as well. What's up, Jin?
Hi.
Hey.
So, I guess that everybody said pretty much what I was thinking. I think that this story was really good because I understand the flag a little more. It was kind of a long story, though. You lost me like halfway through. But yeah, good job.
Thank you. Thanks, Jenny.
Sherry. Sherry? All right, she is not present. Constance.
Hello.
Hi.
So I really love the story that you wrote. It was really creative, and I'm really into people being imaginative about writing and things like that. So it's good to actually watch like a story unfold as I'm looking at your flag. I'm just going to reiterate the same thing that probably a few people have already said, that the flag, it does have like, its little quirks with, the multiple, images, that have this different art styles and stuff like that. But I like also how you use the space up too. Like there's no extra stuff that hasn't been used already, and I just like the avatars too. I like how you guys each made one that represents all you guys who you are, instead of actually cutting out pictures of each of you individually. But I mean, that's about it. The story really got me a lot when I was looking at the flag, because it makes a lot more sense to me. Hearing something while I'm looking at it, because it's good to describe it that way.
Yeah, it's a good enhancement.
Yeah, I think that's what we were going for with this story. We kind of wanted it to be a story of how our tribe is taking on this game and how we're going to win.
Well, I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Constance, for that feedback. And now we're going to go to Joe Purcell and close it off with Jermaine. So, JP.
All right. This is actually my first time seeing the flags at all, because I hadn't had a time to look at anything all day. I guess with what the confines of the challenge are, visually there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, it's not necessarily my favorite thing I've ever seen, but I can't fault it for being like, it's not horrible.
Yeah,
I guess.
for a sessions flag, right?
Yeah. And I know you've done this before back in Macedonia, so I guess, I don't know, it's hard to think of anything that no one has said yet. I guess I don't know, with what you guys had to do, I will say I think it was John who said that the logo, the little motto thing on the top, I guess I would have preferred it be in the font that you use for everything else on the flag, but yeah, that's my only real critique that stands out at the moment. Although, go on.
Oh, I was just saying with that, basically, because you know the challenge is everyone has 15 minutes to add what they can, and so the person who had the text in Photoshop, and then the person who did the slogan didn't have Photoshop, so that's kind of where the text got lost. They weren't the same text in the same program.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I can see where you guys are coming from for sure. Yeah.
All right. And yeah, I guess that's all I really have to add for now.
Okay, Jermaine.
Okay. So I just want to say I love the little cartoon avatars. I think they're cute. I like cartoons. I kind of like that you took it that route. And then I'm pretty sure it's already been said as well. I do like the fact that the font is all matching and very cohesive. The only thing that's kind of throwing me off are the arms. Some are bigger than the others. And I understand you guys want it to symbolize, the strength of your tribe. But it was just some of the arms, like Emily's arm especially, is like really tiny, and then like Derby's is like huge, and so I guess just kind of
Nicole's working out her left arm way too much.
yeah, just I would have just like seen just a little bit more consistency in that field. But overall, I love the three ghouls in the back. I wish you could have darkened them, like maybe just a little bit, so we could see them a little bit better. But I guess I kind of get where you're going with the whole like they're lurking in the distance.
It's funny though, Jermaine, because when Davis was putting the ghouls on, he had gotten like he was supposed to put the ghouls on and then like half of the people, and he had got half the people up and accidentally refreshed the browser, and so he was using one of the
3 minutes left.
Yeah, no, not even, like 2.5 minutes left. So he had just gotten the ghouls.
I'll explain it. Like with the arms, why they're all kind of crazy. What happened was Davis was going and he was literally just about to be finished. He got the arms completely matching on 3 of the people, which was like half the people. And all of a sudden, like he also did the ghouls. So it was like the ghouls, 3 people, and their arms. And all of a sudden, 13 minutes in, refreshes the page. We're like, oh my god. So we're like, just put the freaking ghouls up, put them up. And like, so that was kind of, and
But
the next person.
it was funny though, because during his first go, he put the ghouls up, and you guys said, hey, let's make them a little darker, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I know how to. And then we did.
Yeah, so that's what happened with the whole arm section and why it's kind of a little crazy with the people. It was supposed to be divided between 2 people, but in the end, one person had to do all of that, which I think was pretty impressive, doing 7 people and their arms in one go. But yeah.
So, Miss Nicole, do you have any last words to wrap up your flag? Any last words to convince us, or anything like that?
Basically, I just think that while you're looking at our flag, just remember that we had while maybe the elements of the flag itself wasn't very cohesive, I really think that our idea and our story really matched up with what we were trying to put out there, and definitely took in the elements from the season that we've already heard and some that we probably don't know, but it's hinting in that in the story too, because who knows what you're going to get in Night Survivor Jordan. But we are going to use our strength. That's why we have our muscles. And basically, I just need to stop working out my left arm.
Thank you so much, Nicole. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure the rest of the judges do too, as well as your team. So what's going to happen now is everybody pull up the Karak tribe flag. Again, posted in the Facebook group. Viewers, it is the Green Tribe. Ricky is the coach. And again, the name is Karak, K-R-A-K. take a look at the flag along with us, and I'm gonna hand the floor over to Ricky so he can give us his tribe's pitch and stuff. Ricky,
Okay.
go ahead, buddy.
So, when you get the opportunity to defend the work of your tribe, all three coaches are going to say their tribes is basically the best. However, the only one of us that's telling the truth, there's only one of us who's telling the truth. And after seeing all the final products, I can tell you right now, if Nicole or Mandy are thinking they should win, I personally think they're wrong. The awesome part, I came in thinking I had to defend our flag and that I was going to have to really fight. Well, I'm still going to fight and I'm still going to defend our flag. However, I'm not going to need to lie at all. Coming into this challenge, we were sort of the underdogs in my opinion. We didn't do so hot in the social portion of last episode, which was similar to this. Looking at social and physical, you see Davis and Nicole who are good at this kind of stuff, as well as Reynolds who's going to school for it. They had people who are going to school in this field, like I just said, and Nicole aced this in past seasons. Aced it. Probably one of the best graphic designers in iSurvivor history. Don't nod your head when you won an immunity challenge. Coming into this challenge, like I said, we were the underdogs. I think so.
Ricky, I wasn't even allowed to make the flag.
Neither was I, and ours looks way better. Okay, so pretty much we had three criteria, okay? We had the theme of Jordan, we had that this is Survivor, and we had that this is the Brains Tribe. So to start off, the Brains Tribe, last time, we kind of did the mental thing, the craziness, and no one got it. None of the judges thought like what we did at all. And for us, that was our viewpoint. So this time around, we decided, if this is what the judges thought last time, let's concede and do it what we're expected to do. So we did the glasses, and we portrayed the fact that we're smart. We're the Brains Tribe. Now, some people are probably wondering, why is Desiree have no glasses? Well, when we were electing coaches, I was being elected for the mental coach. Desiree was brought on from the mental tribe to join the tribe. So she wasn't necessarily mental. She is a different contribution to our tribe.
The wild card edition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So with that, we didn't give her glasses. Now, however, there was also a technical problem where Desiree was sitting out of the challenge and on vacation. So if we wanted to get her a picture with glasses, we couldn't. And she wasn't allowed to participate. I understand that Nicole's tribe had everyone do their images, but one person sat on that tribe, so I'm confused of how one of them did their images. So, moving forward, on to Jordan. Jordan's the location of the season, okay? So, our picture location is a background image from Jordan, and that's all. Because we're not going to do something culturally inappropriate that could be portrayed as something wrong. I like their photo. I'm just saying we didn't think to do anything like that because it's a Survivor tribe. We're not some sort of militia. As for the theme of Survivor, we have the logo on it and it represents our tribe color as well as our tribe name, showing that we're a tribe on Survivor, as well as put some torches out there. We have 7 torches to represent our life in the game. So, pretty much, one second. I want to end with that with these coaches, there's no excuse to not produce something well. In All-Stars 3, me and Nicole both participated, and my tribe sucked. We went through that, and it was a hot mess, and I learned a lot of lessons. So we planned before the challenge and worked really hard. We were on Facebook for about 8 or 9 hours throughout the entire day, collaborating with ideas and what we could do as a tribe. No one on my tribe was good at Photoshop before this challenge. Not a single person knew what they were really doing, so what we did was we figured it out. I think that we worked really hard. I think we worked as a tribe. I think that we showed that we're creative. And I don't really have much to say beyond that. I think our finished product kind of speaks for itself.
Thank you, Mr. Ricky. I'm going to quickly comment. Okay, so my one issue when there's text everywhere is if it's going to be text, just for some reason, I feel like it should have a stroke, it should have a shading, it should look more than just text. Although I appreciate the names, I appreciate the talk nerdy to me, even though I kind of like the other tribe slogan better. Save a Camel, Rida, and Jara. Talk nerdy to me, still a cool hashtag, but if we're going by slogans, theirs takes the cake. I do like the incorporation of the torches. I like the aesthetic that the text and the torches and the sand, the background, they all are like the same type of aesthetic opposed to the Anjara tribe where there was all like different cartoony, more artistic, and then real camels. This one's still like cartoony-ish geometrical torches, and then it matches with the sand, it matches with the font, it matches with the logo, so I'm not getting a whole lot of different design elements that are making me a little bit crazy. One of my downsides is you're the boss. Why aren't you in the middle?
So, you know what? We actually talked about this. It wasn't like a mistake. It's not something we left out and made a mistake on doing.
Yeah, I want to hear your rationale.
So there's the first, the way it looked. The way we repositioned the people, it looked better that way. And then also as a coach, yes, I could be center, but the coach isn't center of the tribe. The tribe is the center of it. They're the ones out doing it. So if you see football, you're going to see the football team and the coach to the side.
That's true.
So in reality, we decided that I don't need to be the center of attention. There's no, what's the point? The tribe is there. I'm a part of the tribe as well, so let's be unified.
I'm not sold.
It is what it was, though.
No, that's a good point. I'm not sold. But that's my only one qualm is I just think you should be in the center. All your guys' images are big on the board. You guys are the head honchos of the tribe. I love the rest of the cast, but this is your guys' season.
I think we just wanted it to look better than it. Yeah. It didn't look the best with me in the middle.
All right, so we're gonna throw it over to Miss Tanya.
Okay. I think of all of them, this one had the biggest impact statement when you first look at it. The faces are very bold, they're very engaging, and totally cute. I like that you guys went and you actually went and took these photos especially for this. That's kind of cool. I found the fonts were kind of boring. I think that's Comic Sans MS. I'm not sure why we chose these fonts. And then the Arabic writing, I think it's faux Arabic. It's probably one of those fonts where you just like type your name in and it appears to look like Arabic, but it's not actually correct. So to compare to the Anjara flag, it was almost better to use the font that they did, where it looks kind of like it, but it still is English. I like the inclusion of the torches. That's Survivor stuff. The logo, obviously, green. That's your tribe color. But yeah, like it's not too cluttered with all these different ideas, and also the quality of the work is a bit better. If you look at the Anjara flag, there's a lot of little white outlines and aliasing stuff, problems with that. But this one, you guys took some care to not have those problems where it looked like a graphic mess. So well done, guys.
Awesome. The reason why we had some the fonts as kind of simple and stuff, we literally, honestly, besides one person, including myself, no good Photoshop skills at all. So it was a lot of practice and a lot of working it out. So we kept it simple because I felt like we had to.
Thank you, Ricky. Kim?
You're muted.
Okay. I really like it. I get what you're saying about being the coach and kind of being over the side, but at the same time, I feel like as the coach, you should be leading it. You should be a bigger presence in it. So that does kind of bother me. Desiree, I would look at this and think Desiree's the coach because it's a larger profile in the graphic of the players and with no glasses because it's different. I would look at that and go, oh, she's the coach. I will agree with Sandy, especially on the hashtag Talk Nerdy to me. That doesn't stand out much at all. I also have an issue with the balance here, Ricky. And that is the graphic side of me that has an issue with the balance because you've got the tribe name over here to the side and it's not balanced. There's nothing on the other side. On the other hand, by having your name top and center over the logo, it does make a difference. It does show that you are the coach. That's why I'm a little bit confused on it.
Sorry, Kim. Sorry. Excuse me. Mandy, can you mute?
Yeah.
So overall, I like the look of the flag. I just have some issues with the technicalities on it. And I understand that you guys don't have anyone that does Photoshop, so there wasn't anyone really to teach you, but the balance of it really bothers me.
Well, I'll put it this way. Like, I think almost every single person here has done this challenge, maybe besides Jermaine. And everyone knows how tough it is when you put a whole bunch of people who've never done it before. And we all have seen our flags, and this one turned out very well for the people who did not know what they were doing. It took a lot of practice. So I understand the misbalance, but that was probably the best we could have done in the situation.
Okay, the other thing I was going to say on that, I really like that you guys took the time to take individual pictures to work with for this. I think that shows extra effort that I'm not seeing from the other two tribes. I mean, and I might, depending on what they have to say, but I really appreciate the extra effort that went into it because it is a hard challenge to coordinate. So
yeah, we figured
good job.
Photos. We did the photos too also because we had a filter that made it all kind of cartoony. We kind of looked sunburnt in our filters, which we felt was like the desert. It wasn't the goal in mind, but it was an afterthought. So I appreciate the fact that you liked the pictures because we worked hard on that part.
Yeah, I think overall you guys did a really good job.
Thank you, Miss
Okay.
Kim. I appreciate you.
Of course.
Constance.
Okay, so first and foremost, I just want to say that normally I have a dislike when it comes to people getting cut out from photos and put onto a flag, but this actually looks really nice. I really like how the filter that you explained meshes in well, like when you're moving them to the bottom of the flag, because I think that it stands out more. Like it looks like kind of like there's like I know this is gonna sound stupid, but I think it looks like that there's like a sun like giving them shade like in the back in the sense. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like the way that you have everybody positioned. But like Kim said, there's kind of like a little bit of like unbalancing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, the names here and then the logos here and then there's, you know, yeah. So it's a little weird for me too. But I mean, I like it overall. And just so I can get a better understanding, because I may have heard you wrong. What was like the write-up that accompanied, like, was that the write-up that accompanied the when the flag?
There was no specification to do a write-up. That's what this pitch is for.
Oh,
So,
okay.
mhm.
Alrighty. Well, overall, I like everything. It looks really nice to me. I don't really have any complaints.
Yeah,
Thank you,
to
Miss
answer one thing you said though,
Mhm.
I understand you guys are saying it's all not misplaced, but like not as organized. But if you look at the center of the picture, and if you guys have it up, I asked you to look. You see the logo, and then it's like a triangle, everything, and then you have the torches on the side.
I
So
think what they're talking about, Ricky, is just the design choice, which is a design choice of keeping Karak on the left and then the dead space on the right. That makes it look in balance, but again, that was the design choice that you guys chose of Karak a little bit off center to the left and then the dead space on the right. Clear air, clean lines.
just to show the desert.
Yep, that's just a design choice, and it's really, again, you like it, you don't.
Oh, and I will say that what am I trying to say? The talk nerdy to me thing. It just kind of looks a little like weird with the way that the picture looks, because it looks like that you guys are standing tall, but then it's just like kind of really soft and in essence with like the way that you guys are trying to make it all sound. So aside from that, everything is good.
Season of hashtags. We just wanted to have a hashtag on there.
Joe.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I actually took notes because there were things I wanted to say, and I wanted to actually make sure I was organized. First of all, I want to say thank you for pointing out the militia thing, because it was actually kind of something I was thinking about with the last flag, but I didn't really comment on it because I didn't want to be that guy. But so I don't know, I like that you guys used yourselves in the flag for sure, and didn't give it a slight essence of brown face. So I'll say that. I'm probably going to be a bit repetitive with some points people have made, but just to pile on. I understand your justification for putting you off to the side. Coaches sit on the sidelines and coach. I will say that contrary to, I forget which one of you pointed it out before, I actually think it makes Kate look like she's the leader because she's the one dead center, and I think she's either got the largest picture or just slightly smaller than Desiree's. So That's the impression that is giving off to me. I actually don't mind the Arabic because I assume no one in the tribe is going to know Arabic, so I at least appreciate the effort in that sense. I don't mind. I don't really care which font you would have used between you guys and Jara. I'm also gonna pile on about that symmetry. It does look awkward to me that Karak is over to the left side of the flag and there's all this empty space on the right. But I will say I like that you at least added an extra torch over on the right, almost as if to compensate for the empty space. I also don't mind the hashtag. I actually prefer it to Njara's slogan, mostly because I've always, it's just a personal bias, I've always hated that save a horse, ride a cowboy line, always. So that's just a personal bias for me that I can't help.
I'm over you. Go eat horse meat.
And then I guess my last thing, or my only real critique was you said, well, first of all, we know that not all the pictures are new because Dez's isn't new and yours definitely isn't new.
We based the photos off my picture.
Okay. Thank you for that. Well, I was just wondering how new the photos really were. But with that being said, I kind of wish if they were taken specifically for this challenge that they could have been taken with both shoulders in the actual image because it looks a little awkward to see Kate with half of her right shoulder missing. And at first it kind of bothered me that Jay's was missing his right shoulder, but I guess when you compare it to the other side where your arm is cut off, it kind of evens it out a little bit.
Yeah, but that annoys the fuck out of me. They could have just moved them down a little bit.
True. And if you'd moved them down a little bit, you could have fit that Karak in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, other than that, I don't like the font that your actual names are written in, but that's that.
Jermaine!
Okay. So Joe actually pretty much he hit on the thing that just kind of bugged me, was the shoulders. Once again, going back to the same criticism I had of the other tribe with the proportions, because I'm all about things being even, and so with shoulders cut off on some images, some people's images seeming a little bit bigger than others. That was the only thing that kind of irked me about you guys' pictures. I do love the effect though that you put on everyone. I love that cartoony type of shaded effect type of thing. The tribe name, I think this has also been touched on as well, being off to the left. I would have taken maybe the English tribe name, maybe put it on the left, and then maybe taken the little symbol of it and then put it on the right, just so that it was a little bit more balanced. Again, I don't know if one person did the text there or not. Was that all done by one person as far as the text was concerned?
Pretty much the name of the tribal name was the last thing put on it.
Okay. All right. And then compared to the other two flags, I feel like your tribe color isn't as prevalent as the other twos. Yes, it's in the you have the green logo and you have the green tribe name, but I don't feel like it makes as big of a statement as the other twos do. Mm-hmm. I feel like they had a better use of color. Maybe we could have changed the color on the font of people's names or something just to give them a little bit more individuality. But this is by far the sharpest looking one. This one is the cleanest looking one in my opinion. I really love the overall effect of it. This one looks, in my opinion, actually the most professional.
Thank you, Jermaine. And Miss Ginny.
Hi. So I don't want to repeat everything that everybody said.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say that I like throw a little bit of kudos your way. I don't think that you needed to be the middle. I guess after hearing everybody, I wish you had differentiated yourself somehow, but I liked that you weren't in the middle. So anyway, so I guess the only thing I have to add is that I know there wasn't supposed to be a specific write-up or whatever, and Nicole's was kind of long, but I wish that you hadn't like come in and like thrown all the shade, like ours is so much better and you're really stupid and Ricky, I love you, but yeah, that was kind of Anyway, that's the only new thing I had to add. So.
Thank you, Miss Jen. Ricky, you can wrap it up and then to finish off to Jenny's comment.
We're fighting for immunity right now. I don't want anyone on my tribe to go. So I came in thinking to compare. Me preparing, I was preparing to take on Mandy and Nicole because I'm here to win for my tribe. I'm here to pitch. And I think my flags are better.
Can I say something?
Sure can.
I just think that why are
What do
you...
you want to say, darling?
Don't treat me like a little bitch. I just think that when you come in here and you throw the shade at the coaches, when it's not even about the coaches, it's about the tribe, and it's not like I had, I was coaching them on this challenge, but why are you bringing up my Photoshop skills or my past challenge experience or...
Because, Nicole, okay, listen, leave yourself. You're guiding them. You want to mute because you echo.
Yeah, but I'm not the one, I can't say... hey, everyone go buy Photoshop right now. Like,
but
my tribe is not a bunch of graphic
all on
designers.
the same app on the internet, Nicole. I'm not even a Photoshop person, and I navigated my whole tribe who's never done it, and they did excellent. They did things they never knew how to do beforehand. I just had an expectation.
My tribe did the same.
I know, but I'm just saying I feel like my tribe did better. And I wouldn't be arguing it if you weren't talking in my closing statement. So pretty much, I like my overall flag. I think we did really good. Our tribe did not know Photoshop before this. We went in. This is a challenge about making a flag. People are talking about write-ups and stuff. We were told come in to pitch, so I came in to pitch. If I would have known people were assuming we needed a write-up, I would have done a write-up. But I was told come in, pitch, and fight for your flag. So that's what I did. Nicole chose to do a story. If you all say you sat there intently listening to that story for the whole 6 minutes, then cool. I kind of dozed out. I came here to fight for my tribe's flag that we worked hard on. It's a flag making competition, and we did a damn good job.
You came here to bitch about everyone else and throw shade and make the other tribes hate you, pretty much. But anyway,
a little longer.
Can I also say something about what Joe Person had to say?
I want you to ask me a question right now. What did I say that was so awful about your tribe?
I don't even remember because I tuned it out because it's...
All I said, Nicole, was that you have done this challenge before. Your tribe did really well in All-Stars 3 doing it, so I just don't understand that you didn't learn your lessons from that situation. I did. My tribe sucked, so I came back and we did better.
You can reply to Joe's question, Nicole.
Okay. When Joe was talking about Ricky's tribe, he had more to say about our flag than he did when he was talking about our flag. Anyway, when he brought up the brown face, we did think about that when we were just thinking about what we wanted to do for our design, how we wanted to incorporate people into it. We brought up the idea of everyone wearing, these, cloths over their face because we're in the desert. That is like the Jordan culture, and it wasn't brought we didn't do it to be, make fun of the culture or anything. Because think about on actual Survivor seasons when they go to China or other lands, they have reward challenges where they dress as these they get dressed as the culture, because you're supposed to embrace the culture, and I think that's just exactly what we did because we're in the desert and we used one of the elements from Jordan, and I think my tribe did an amazing job in incorporating all different elements, whereas Ricky just I'll throw some shade. Ricky just threw on some filters, wore glasses. Hey, we're Mental Tribe. Haha, we took pictures. Well, my tribe also put a lot of effort into it.
All right, I love you both, but guess what? It is time for Mandy. I'll give you guys, after Mandy's done, one last quick wrap-up from each coach if you really need to. But Mandizzle, the floor is yours. Everybody pull up the purple Mandaba Tribe flag from Facebook, the one with the cute little butterflies.
Oh my God.
And
All right.
let's listen to Miss Mandy. Floor is yours.
Okay, so we decided we wanted to go with a simplistic approach, and we tried to make it look realistic to the actual tribe flags from the show as possible. We could have easily cluttered our flag with a bunch of pictures, and we've actually even considered cluttering the flag and putting pictures on it, but we chose not to do so because we thought it would make it too busy and distracting to the eye. And each element on our flag had like a certain significance to us. Like every single detail on there had meaning, and it wasn't just like randomly placed. For example, the butterflies, we put them on there because we are the social tribe, aka social butterflies. We love to talk and meet new people, and we adapt to change. And also, butterflies represent hope, life, endurance, and change, all things we believe that we possess as a tribe. For example, we had to adapt to change when we lost KM at the last tribal council. We included our names in all different fonts because we wanted to make it look like it was our own individual signatures. And then we chose to include our buff and make it kind of look like it was waving in the wind to represent our love for the tribe. And we made the background a desert, and we added a purple effect to it to symbolize our home in Jordan. And again, it's purple to show the unity and the love for our tribe. In closing, I hope that you understand why we took this simplistic approach and how easy it is to actually clutter the flag really fast. We didn't want to do that. We stayed true to ourselves, and we stuck to our convictions. And regardless how this goes, I 100% stand behind my tribe and our flag. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Mandy. All right, so I'm going to start off by saying I think at first look, this tribe was the most successful at making what appears to look like a flag. With the buff on the left-hand side, it sort of reminds me of just like a typical flag, like some sort of shape, like the Puerto Rican flag has like a triangle and then a star and then lines. So like having the left-hand side divided by the buff, not too much going on. Just from quick, simple look, it looks most like a flag. So I'll give you guys credit that it looks most flag-like. With that being said, it was the first one completed. I love the colors. I love the background. I love everything about this flag. But when it comes down to all the other design elements that the other tribes brought forth, it's hard for this one to compete. And then one other thing brings it so much more down for me, and I didn't even know this until these two fierce mama hens brought it up, so I'm gonna give it to Kim.
Sandy,
yeah, no,
you don't get to say it.
No, I'm giving it to you. I'm gonna. So with that being said, I'm gonna give the floor to Kim, then the floor to Tanya, because we kind of critiqued these on our own last night as soon as this one was finished. But let's start with Kim, so she can tell you one of the biggest issues with your flag, Mandy.
Okay.
Okay, Mandy, I've got a question because you said everything that's in there symbolizes something.
Mm-hmm.
What's the symbolism of the cactus?
The cactus is part of the desert, and we tried to find a desert-like scene.
Okay. There are no saguaro cactuses in Jordan. They are in Arizona. And with that being said, hold on. I'm going to take you with me. It looks like my backyard. You see my cactus?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in Arizona, the very first thing I noticed is, holy shit, they used my backyard for their background.
Wrong continent!
So you may want to let them know that there are no saguaros in Jordan.
Quickly, Kim, I just want, like, now that she just mentioned that, I just want to say, once I found that out, it kind of kills the entire story, the image, what you're trying to sell off of that one little detail. It
Right.
brings me to.
I see what you're saying. Like
Mhm.
now that like you're saying it. However, I mean, trying to find pictures that like represent the desert, not like isn't really necessarily the easiest thing when you want it to look like cohesive with everything else in the flag. So again, I completely understand what you're saying about the cactus, but
Okay,
other pictures that we found were just like completely bizarre and wouldn't work.
See, so that immediately jumped out at me because it's a picture of my backyard.
She sees it every day.
Right.
Okay, but with that aside, I like the symbolism and that you explained it. The social butterflies. Love how everything is purple and that's your tribe color. So the frame of the flag, the depth of the picture being purple, really like that. I'm really thrown off also by the fonts though, because you used all these different fonts, but they're all kind of the same font, sort of, but not really. And with the tribe name over there, those things just jump out at me. I think the coloring is your strong point, definitely on your flag. But at the same time, you can tell that you guys definitely put some work into it. So good job on that.
Thank you. I wanted to actually comment on that too. Like when we were reading through the Facebook comments, and some people were questioning, like, did you actually need 15 minutes each to, put each element into your flag? And the answer is, maybe they didn't use the full 15 minutes, but they used, 10 minutes, whatever it took, because it wasn't just like copying and pasting things. Like they legit like sat there and they, placed everything, especially the photoshopping with the purple, background. So like I just wanted to make a point that like, yes, it's very simple, but it did take effort.
Thank you, Miss Mandy.
And that's great. So thanks, Mandy.
Thanks. I'm just going to quickly jump off of Kim, and then I'm going to give it to Tanya. Not that the fonts annoy me. I kind of like the idea that they're all similar but different because it's supposed to represent, like, handwriting. But, again, fonts, basic black, it brings it down. That Madaba could have been so much more cooler. If that's all somebody put on was Madaba in the corner, they could have made that with an awesome stroke, an awesome glow, an awesome color effect, something. Because it is simple, I feel like if Madaba had some sort of oomph.
Right.
Tanya.
Yeah, going from what Sandy's saying, fonts are such an easy way to make something crappy look awesome. You pick the right font and you got it. Like, they're just so easy. You download it and you type. You don't need any Photoshop skills to look good with the font. So there's no excuse for using shitty fonts. And same with coloring them. Like, was there a reason we used black? Just because it stands out? I don't know. What I will say good about the whole flag is that it does have that kind of subtlety. The subtle purple transparency over top. It definitely has, that glow to it. And, the buff fade in the background. It's there, but it's not really. But, yeah, I'm just, you guys each had 15 minutes. And I remember watching somebody do it, and they only used about 5. And I was like, come on, you guys do so much more. Like, you're already in the program, just
do something.
Do something, yeah. And, the other tribes, they do a really good job of putting in pieces of Jordan. Like, here's 1, 2, 3. You can see they're saying this is Middle East, this is Jordan. And the one thing you guys did to try and say this is where we are, flopped. So, cross that out, and what you have left is just, the buff.
Really cool colors.
Writing and butterflies and cool colors, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the most successful color one.
I know. And for an hour and 15 minutes, like, I don't know if some people, their only job was to type on the flag and take 2 minutes to do that. So I'm a bit concerned that, we didn't put effort in, especially with something as easy as finding a freaking good font to download. So, good
Thank
luck,
you,
guys.
Tanya. I'm gonna give it to Ginny now so she can get some of her thoughts out.
I guess that I kind of liked your flag the most when I first looked at it because it is simple and I like that. But I think when you go simple, then you have to add some detail to the simple. And so, like they were saying, adding some sort of whatever. I'm not really good at, all the Photoshop and stuff like that, so I don't know the words to use. But adding some sort of depth to, your tribe name, or maybe you could have just put pictures on the butterflies of your faces or something. I don't know. That might have looked weird, but like something, because I think that when you go simple, you can go like really wrong or cute simple. Does that make sense at all?
Nope.
Yeah, it does. I mean, one thing that I want to add too,
What'd you say?
I mean,
Ready?
another big reason why we went simple with this flag is because almost every single person on the tribe had zero knowledge of like any photo editing, like websites or whatever, and we actually had them practice. Melissa.
Yeah, but Mandy, I have to tell you, last season, Tanya sat on a call with me for a couple of hours and showed me exactly what to do and how to do it when I don't remember what we were doing, but something. And so why weren't you able to do that with your tribe to teach them? Because Tanya taught me about shadowing and all sorts of, yeah.
I felt like I taught them what I know as well, but like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm like an expert with photo editing or Photoshop or anything because I'm not.
Yeah, I would just say out of the 3 coaches, she's probably the least experienced in editing.
Yeah, so like I did what I could, and I showed them what I knew, which is very minimal, and like I knew that if we tried to like add more pictures or whatever, like it probably would have just looked like a clusterfuck, and I didn't want to do that.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be kind of bitchy here, and I'm sorry in advance, but you're in the social tribe, you're in the community, you know lots of people who are really good at photo editing, and like you could have asked somebody. I don't know.
But I felt like taking like outside information was kind of cheating in a way. Like I didn't realize that I could go and like ask people like you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough, fair enough. Constance.
Hi.
Hi.
So, all right. So I did understand the simplicity and the concept of it and everything like that. Personally, I'm not really, not going to be as obviously so blunt with how I feel about it because I don't really mind it. But personally, I really think that maybe just a little bit more could have been done with it because, I mean, as you can see, each other flag, whether or not it's an avatar or a real picture, they obviously illustrate each other on each tribe. And I don't think that, I don't really see, anybody in particular. I understand, the butterflies are supposed to represent the person that they're supposed to be. But I just maybe think that maybe something with pictures, of people or avatars or something like that could have been done. I mean, of course, only knowing so much, I definitely understand. I'm not going to hold that against you because, I mean, look at me. But aside from that, I definitely think that you tried your best. But overall, the performance between all 3 altogether, I mean, it is the least in skill. But you really did try your best, and I mean, I appreciate the effort. So.
It cut off after least. I didn't know what you said. I'm sorry.
I just said I know that you have the least amount of. I know that you guys have the least amount of skill for the whole flag altogether. But I just really want to say that you guys, did put in your all and did put in a lot of effort, and I do appreciate that. So.
All right, and the last 2 real quickly, JP.
Okay. Okay. I will say that you guys have my favorite color of the three, so in that sense, it stands out. I guess when you first look at it, it's like it kind of catches your eye just based solely on the color. But otherwise, you can go either way too far with it and just oversaturate the image with lots and lots and lots and lots of details, or you can go the opposite way and be pretty bare bones about it and not too much. I will say that yours definitely leans very much into the side of too simple, but I do appreciate that there are some tiny details that were done when you actually look at it. It does sort of bring up the question of, you know, this took each person 15 minutes to do it, blah, whatever. I do know that this is a hard challenge because when I had to do this in Macedonia, it completely backfired on me when I had to do it. Thankfully, someone came in and saved us. But yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, it's just, the colors are pretty, but otherwise, I just don't feel like it has too much going for it. So I guess that's my major qualm with the flag.
Jermaine?
Okay. So first off, I am going to give you guys a huge kudos on some symbolism. I definitely think that when it came to you guys being the social tribe, I definitely thought that using butterflies, I mean, yeah, when you say like social butterflies, oh, duh, it immediately brings in your head like social tribe. But it might not be the most obvious thing. Like, I feel like, a muscle flex or wearing glasses, like, I'm a nerd, like, I'm tough, I'm visible. Those are the obvious things. And I definitely think that your tribe has the most difficult way of expressing itself with like a symbol. So I do love the butterflies. I also, looking at it more and more, I was like, kind of like, why didn't they use like like different colored butterflies? Like each butterfly is like a different color. But then I'm looking at it more and I'm like, oh, they're like all different shades of purple, which is the tribe color. And I personally, I really love that you guys focus a lot on the tribe color aspect. That is a huge kudos from me. I even like that you guys actually went and decided to color the border as well. I personally, I'm not a huge color person in my everyday life, but I like the fact that you guys used a lot of color, but it's not overwhelming, if that makes sense. Like, we definitely know like this is the purple social tribe. As far as things that just kind of, well, really the main thing that kind of irked me was the just plain black Madaba just hanging in the corner. I think this has already been touched on, though, but that definitely something more could have been done with that. I do appreciate, though, the fact that this is probably the most flag-like, and I do like that you guys used your buff in it. There's a lot of, kind of empty space. My suggestion, I would say, would probably have been to maybe possibly move that buff over to the other side to maybe fill the space more. I think maybe that, and it also would have covered up that cactus that, you got jumped on about a little bit. But I appreciate the color presentation, and I appreciate the simplicity. It just stacked up against the other two doesn't seem as polished.
Okay. All coaches have had a chance to present. Please mute your shit. Thank you. All coaches had a chance to present. All judges and prediction writers and hosts alike have had the chance to comment and critique. Now it is our turn to choose the winner. Okay, judges. Everybody will have 30 points to give out, 10 per tribe. But you're scoring them from 1 to 10 pretty much. 10 being this is the best flag of the season. 1 being you had an hour and 15 minutes and you gave me shit. 5 being valiant effort. Now, this is how we're going to grade it. Everybody go to this Google Hangout chat right here. Actually, go to the Prediction Writers chat. Everybody go to the Prediction Writers chat right now. Hey. Okay. We're going to grade Madaba first, okay? Everybody. Oh, I got to add Constance there. Hi, Constance. Okay. Everybody has Madaba's score ready, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when I give you the countdown, 3, 2, 1, enter, just like a Nice Survivor challenge, I want you to press enter. So we're going to do Madaba's score first. Understood? All right. 3, Madaba, this is the social tribe. 3, 2, 1, enter. Okay, so we have a 5 plus a 4, that's 9, plus a 6, that's 15, plus a 4, that's 19, plus a 3, that's 22, plus another 3, that's 25, plus another 2, that's 27. Woods, you're not grading. Okay. Next, we are going to correct the mentals. 10, best of the day. 1, worst of your life. 5, indifferent. Everybody enter your scores. Three, 2, 1, go. These are a lot higher. It's going to be 7, 14, 21, 30, 35, 43, 50, 1, 51. Tanya, double check. Yeah? Okay, thank you. I see you counting aloud. Good?
I have like way more numbers for this tribe than the other tribes, so I'm just making sure I've got all the right people. So I'm going to do it one more time.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I got 7 for the first one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're good. 7 and 7. And 4, Anjara. This is your physicals. 3, 2, 1, reveal. We have 10, 20, 30, 44, 50. Right?
Oh my god.
1 point. Congratulations, Tricky. You won
Nicole,
immunity.
I wasn't trying to fight with you, by the way.
Really?
I want to finish this with her real quick before we go chair or whatever. All I said, Nicole, was that I was nervous about you going to the challenge because you're good at Photoshop. I came in not being good at Photoshop, and I was just saying, like, it was really complicated to get my tribe in order. I wasn't dissing your tribe. I think you guys did a good job. I was just saying I expected you to do better than you did the first time in Macedonia, because in Macedonia, my tribe really tanked. Your tribe did very well. I wasn't dissing you. I just, like, had to work on them all for a while. So I don't want you to think, like, I'm dissing your tribe, because I'm not.
It was frustrating because this was the challenge. Like they were the ones that were doing this challenge. I'm a coach, but I can't. Like I was on this call with them for 9 hours, teaching them how to do this and helping them out. But in the end, it was their tribal effort that made this flag. So it kind of seemed like what you were saying was that it was all on my shoulders. This is that like, wow, Nicole, how can you let them be disproportionate or whatever? Like this is your tribe. When I feel like as a tribe we work together, and that's
Well, honestly, the guys, the grades are in. Grades are in.
yeah.
51 to 50 to 27. So legitimately 1 point difference.
Well, good job, everyone.
With that being said, Nicole, Mandy, I'll be seeing your tribes at Tribal Council. You know how this works. Constance, Ginny, Kim, thank you so much for coming in as prediction writers of the season. And to my co-hosts, to the IC2 community, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.